I joined the Pittsburgh Leadership Collaborative as part of the Emerging Leaders, basically to learn anything that I didn't know about leadership, anything that would help me be more effective as a leader or be more impactful as a leader.
I chose to join the Emerging Leaders Collaborative because I find myself in two areas that my leadership has been growing naturally. So in my professional work, I find that more and more people are asking for more responsibilities. And then on top of that, we find that in our church community at Riverside, we both are finding ourselves leading groups of people and leading projects. And so we're looking for a bit of refinement in those areas.
I heard about the Emerging Leaders Collaborative through the Pittsburgh Fellows Program, which I did back in 2019 to 2020. So I was interested about learning about myself and how I could lead in my organization.
I joined the Emerging Leaders Collaborative because my direct boss, the executive pastor, came and he wanted to give me the skills to lead better. I've been in my position 2 years, and so in that time, he wants to grow me as a leader and what it looks like to encourage and motivate volunteers, walk a team through a vision and a planning period, and overall bring in new interns and train them up.
I believe I'm going to take away a lot of strengths and tools that I didn't know that I had, that they help point out, and I believe I'll be able to use those to be a more effective and impactful leader.
Some of the things we are taking away from the Emerging Leaders Collaborative is being more aware of how we're wired and understanding where our growth opportunities are, but also encouraging ourselves to grow more in our strengths and utilize the way that we're wired. Also in our teams, looking for ways to encourage other people to use their strengths that might help us and other team members with their weaknesses or growth opportunities.
Playing to your strengths, that's important because a lot of people try to overcome their weaknesses, but sometimes they're just natural weaknesses. So being able to identify your strengths and playing to those is could be a game changer.
I think what I'm taking away the most is what I've learned about myself and how I interact with others, whether that be on my team or at my church. The first week we talked about our triggers in workplace scenarios, and that's not something I've ever talked about at work. And it was super helpful and something I put into practice immediately and have still been over the last 3 months.
One of the most mind-blowing things that they said was that only 15% of leaders are self-aware. And self-awareness is the basis of any good leadership. You need to know your skills as well as your weaknesses in order to build a solid team around you to support you. And so in light of that, they've had us take a number of different assessments. That is to take strength finders to find out our values and our strengths, as well as the DISC assessment to find out our leadership style. Those two assessments have really opened up my mind to understand myself better, how I lead, how I work well, as well as how I can work better with other people.
I believe it would be a good idea for anyone to join the Emerging Leaders Collaborative, whether they see themselves as a leader or not. Sometimes we don't know the tools or the strengths or the things that's available to us that can help us be more effective in life or as leaders.
I would definitely recommend this program to anyone who wants to learn more about themselves and how they work with others, and then wanting to apply that.
You should join the Emerging Leaders Collaborative because one, you build good connections, and there's a strong community of people who are motivated and want to lead and want to use their influence to impact the world around them. And they take that vision and that heart and also give you the tools to live that out and see that come to fruition.
We would definitely recommend the Emerging Leaders Collaborative to new emerging leaders.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. I would definitely recommend it to other people who are looking to refine their leadership skills, become more aware of who they are, and on top of that, the network that it has provided, both with people who have been there and done that, so to speak, has been very, very helpful.
Definitely do it.